The food and the drinks is gonna be a party. Well, turn up the music real loud. Invite everybody. Well, go right ahead and smoke and play some cards. Just make yourself at home. Yeah. It's okay to take somebody's hand and get your groove on. We're all up in here. Jamming good people. I like to see my people come together. Talking about friends. Yeah. Oh, and family.
I just gonna make room for everybody in here. And if I can't do it, I'm gonna find somebody to do it for you. I'm gonna connect you with the right people to do it for you. That's my will. And it may not be that class is right on time, but every educator's woman is passionate to know. It can run over, it's okay. We got it all weekend, baby. It's already paid in full. Come on.
On all the times we shared through all the years. Let's take our toast to the ones that we love and we miss and could not be. Yeah. All up in here. Couldn't be there.
That's right. It is Thursday, and it's a throwback Thursday, but we're throwing it forward because we are going to stretch. We are stretching, that's right. Not today, not tomorrow, but in 10 more days, it's going to be going down at the Doubletree Hotel, 2100 Bush River Road. But this evening, it's about the ladies. And we have some amazing education that's going to be on the other side of the screen. We have some amazing elite ladies that's going to bring you everything that you're looking for to enhance your business and take it to another level. If you're asking us, when is Mpulse Simmit? It is September the 18th through the 20th, again, in Columbia, South Carolina. Why South Carolina? Because we got to go back when we first stretched. We got to pull it on back into home. So we want you to join us, but I want to bring to the stage, and I say the stage because next week they will be coming on stage. You're going to see some of them at the Power Breakfast. You're going to see some of them at the Hands-On. You're going to see some of them at the pool party, up in all the Doubletree rooms, because they're going to be having an impact wherever they go. They bring heat and fire, and also they bring smoke, because they're going to be telling you about gray. They're going to be telling you about natural hair. They're going to be telling you about how to open your own school and be successful at it. So I want you to know these ladies that's going to be coming here, they don't play no games. So I suggest you put your seatbelt on and enjoy this ride, because they're going to tell you about what is going to happen next week in Columbia, South Carolina at Stretch. All the way from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Not only is she a color specialist, but I call her my bestie, Miss Deidre Clay.
I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. Just
Hello, everyone. Now, see, the next person I'm about to bring with you is a young lady who I've been knowing for a long time as well, my sissy. And she's going to talk to you about some locking and telling the whole story, locking it up and letting you know what time of TI is. The T, the transformation of hair, all the way from North Carolina and South Carolina. Now, please put your hands together than other than Miss Marsha.
Good evening, everyone.
Now, this next young lady, I'm telling you, I said someone who's going to teach you how, or educate you, let me say that word, educate you on how to open up a school, be successful at it. She knows color, she's no cutting, she knows people, places, and things. And we're bringing her to Columbia, South Carolina. Now, please join me in welcoming Miss Destiny Cox.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. How are you?
I said it feels so good. We will.
We're going to win. We're going to win. With these three ladies, we have guaranteed to win, all right? So let me say this. I am so excited to have you all. A lot of you I've been knowing for years and years, I must say. And a lot of y'all I've been knowing for years, and more years, all right? So let's just tell everybody about who you are. So let me start with Miss D. Clay. I call her D, but it's Deidre Clay. Miss D, tell a little bit about who you are, and then we're going to go into introducing Marsha and then Miss Cox, and then we're gonna go into our classes. Tell us about who you are, D.
Good evening again, everybody. My name is Deirdre Clay, aka DS. Mitchell said, I have been blessed to be a cosmetologist for 37 years. I am a color specialist and a makeup artist. I have been platforming for also about 27 years. I love this industry. Every day I wake up and I love the fact that I'm able to share. Not only am I able to share, but I'm able to grow. And color is the place that I live. That's my wheelhouse. So we're going to be unlocking the gray zone for you at the Mpulse Summit. We're going to show you how to take care of that gray and how to make it more money. Not trying to steal your words, Mitch, but we're going to make more money. Show you how to take care of that gray.
I like it.
I'm a cosmetologist, makeup artist, and educator, and just so excited and happy to be invited. I cannot wait to see everyone's face in person.
So now we have Miss Marsha Ma'at. Tell a bit about you and what are you really going to be bringing to Mpulse Summit in September?
Well, it is, as you would say, Mitch, my plum pleasing pleasure to be coming to Mpulse Summit this year in person. I am Marsha Ma'at, the hair goddess. I am a cosmetologist of 30 years and an educator for the past 15 years, if I'm not mistaken. This journey has been amazing, and I am going to bring to you the TEA of transition, because there's so many stages of hair, no matter what you're doing to it. So we're going to talk about locks, we're going to talk about natural hair, we're going to talk about relaxed hair, and we're going to talk about how to take care of it as well. So I'm just bringing the tea to Mpulse Summit.
You know, everybody like the tea. Everybody like the sip. I'm sorry.
Everybody like a little sip.
Everybody like a little sippy sip. All right. So now we have this beautiful young lady here. Now I'm going to tell you, I've watched her. I could say me growing up watching her leaps, bounds all over the place, just doing amazing things, opening schools. I'm talking about teaching, educating on color books that I have, you name it. So Destiny, tell a little bit about who you are for the people in the seats.
Awesome. Well, once again, I am excited to be a part of the Mpulse Summit. Thank you guys for having me. My name is Destiny Cox, founder of DCI Academy, which is your global standpoint to really build the gap, build the gap, and just bring everything together when it comes to schools and then those stylists and consumers. I've been on both sides, okay, Mitch? And so now being a part of the transition and moving over, I want to share. I've been released to share and help build. And so I'm coming with everything, and I don't want anybody to leave without they coming and getting what they're supposed to get. So I'm teaching.
That's what we love about all three of you ladies. Because not only are y'all wanting them to get it, you want it to stick.
Yeah.
That's sticking, you know? And so going through the transition of all phases that you went through, and I'm going to say, Destiny, what is it that keeps you going? What is it that say, you know what, now I want to go to this, okay? I achieved this color, now I want to go to this. What is keeping you going through all of this, and yet you still have a school and your students just came in and they absolutely love you? What keep that drive? Because we know things have changed a little bit. What is it that keep you going?
What has always kept me going is my faith. Me believing that I can do it. You know, when I locked in on that, it was no holds bars. And, you know, sometimes people can push you into your excellence because they doubt you. And that was one thing that drove me to just get better and better and better. And in doing that, you find the school. In doing that, you find that I never came in at the bottom. He always brought me in on top. And just being aware of when to transition, you know. It was a hard pill to swallow, but it had to be done. And I'm glad I did, because when, you know, everything happened last year, I was already in the curve. And so I've been blessed.
I love it. So, Marsha, the same question for you. What keeps you going? Because not only are you in the North Carolina area, you are in the South Carolina. You transition back and forth. What keeps you going?
What keeps me going is the love for what I do. Just loving to produce healthy hair. From the beginning of my career, I was in a walk-in salon. So I was always getting the leftovers, as I would say. I was always getting the people that nobody wanted to do. So I had to learn how to help people to grow hair, to retain healthy hair, and so on and so forth. So now at this juncture in my life, of going back and forth in South Carolina, I'm having to reestablish that and do that again. And that's one of my passions. That's truly one of my passions, is cultivating healthy hair, teaching people healthy regimens for their hair, and then going back to North Carolina and still receiving all the love from the people that have been coming to me, because most of my clients there have been coming to me 20 plus years. So just going back there and receiving that love, and then coming back home and being able to teach and receive love from those as well. So that's what keeps me going, Mitch.
Okay. And Miss D, again, we've been knowing each other for years. And one thing I can say about D, not only that she's my bestie, but this is a young lady. When I told Charles King today, we don't die, we multiply. Anytime you try to hit us, we keep it going. And no matter what, you went through some adversities in 2019, but it didn't stop you. You know what I'm saying? 2020, what keeps you going, especially, being a salon owner, 37 years plus in the industry? What is it that keep you thriving? Because a lot of people, they get in the industry and they want to quit, they want to give up, but you keep going. Like, you reinvent yourself all the time. What is that keep you going?
I feel like this is a ministry. I feel like God has given every one of us behind the chair a ministry. We might not be in the pulpit, but we are there to minister not only to our clients, but to the industry. Yes. I love it when I'm in the salon, or if I'm teaching a class and I'm explaining to somebody and the light comes on. That just brings joy to my heart. That is my heartbeat, to see that. And I know that God gives us gifts to share. And I know that I have to share, because as they say, your cup runneth over, but you got to pour some out in order to bring some back in. So I feel like this is just truly a ministry. There's only a couple professions that are licensed to touch people, and we're one of those. And not only do we touch them with our hands, but we touch people with our spirits, with our hearts, and the things that we do. Not, again, just behind the chair, because when we're educating other cosmetologists, we're touching their lives. We never know what change we're going to make, but God gave us that ministry to go out and do it. So that's what keeps me going. I know my God gave me this as a purpose, and my ministry is to stay focused on what God gave me and do the assignment He has given me.
I love it. You see why I call her when I'm shaking at night, huh? All right, so Destiny, your class, right? Not only are you going to be at the Power Breakfast with us, and that's the 6 a.m. Power Breakfast for our VIPs, and that's one of the breakfasts that we call the Breakfast of Champions. Yes, we do feed you, but feeding the mind. What is it because the mind is a soft tissue. They always tell you gotta mold the baby's head while it's soft. You know what I'm saying? While it's an infant, because then what's going to be it. What is molding the mind for you? What is that thing that you're going to mold people's mind to see what they can do?
The number one thing I want to just help in the molding process is for them to see what they don't personally see. Sometimes people make judgment just because of what they see. They feel like they can't do it. They don't have the tools right now. But I want to be, even if I could be very transparent and show them this where I was. I had to really look forward plan ahead, and then now you can do the same thing. So I want to get their focus together. I want to push them in their purpose. And so that's why I'm excited about being part of the Power Breakfast.
And then you have your hands-on class. I was telling so many people that certification is way more beneficial. So tell them about the certification and how much more revenue and income can come to them just from being certified for that. Because now everybody's looking, we can't stand behind a chair for so long. That's just period. We have to find something else about us, because it's good and great that you can cut color, whatever. But what is it that we are really thinking about that can take off some of that pressure that we can be certified in? So tell them a little about your certification class.
I love being ahead of the curve. You know, we travel and we teach across. I mean, we pass each other's in the airport. And what I noticed when I was going to some of these larger shows, I've always been a skincare junkie, and I would see the lines just super large. I was like, wow, I want to know what they're doing. If they're over there, I'm missing something. So as I started to evaluate and read reports and research, I found that that side was really growing in revenue. And even if I could teach a cosmetologist that just has a suite how to utilize their space to make additional income, you know, I'm talking about my student base. That's something that every student gets is DCI Wax Pro certification, because I want them to get out and make six figures just off waxing. And I wouldn't say that if my students wasn't already doing it. And it is just so large. And then the market has opened up. And so you have to be prepared when something is not working. You have to find something else that does work. And what we found the last 2 to 3 years is that skincare is growing, and it has outgrown the anticipated numbers. And so we're already in 21 in the numbers of 2026.
Well, I might have to sit in your class. I think I might get a slide on in there, because look, you done made me think twice now, for real.
It's all right. Yeah. I'm a visual person, you know, and when I turn around and I look at it, and when my 19-year-old student could call me and said, Miss Cox, guess how much I made at the end of the year? And she says $60,000 just off of waxing. She's the highest paid in her home. Something has to change. I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to certify those, you know, that look like me properly. And even if they don't look like me, but there's a way out, you know, and you don't just have to give up or leave the industry. I love beauty. Just transition over.
I love it. Now, that's awesome right there. And that's a testimony right there. When they can call you back and say, this is what I've done. So kudos to you on that. Miss Marsha, what made you get into the whole natural world?
Whoa. Okay. So this is just a little bit of a testimony or a story. What happened was I had been wearing a relaxer since I was 14 years old. Love color, different things like that. I was working in a walk-in salon. And so I decided to bring in my own relaxer at that time for one of my stylists, because I was the manager at that time, to put in my hair. Well, it had been sitting in my cabinet for quite some time. And nevertheless, long story short, my hair came out in a reverse mohawk. So I don't believe in having unhealthy hair. So I was not about to wear a weave. I cut it all off. So my hair was curly. And that's when I figured out that my natural texture was curly. And I was like, so why did my mother ever put a relaxer in my hair? So I started being natural back in 1998. Yeah, because my son was 2. So 1998, I was natural. And all my clients started, because you know they like to mock us, right?
Right.
Right. So they started cutting their hair off. They started, seeing what their texture was. And if it wasn't exactly like they wanted to, then we texturized it. But that's truly what started my natural journey, was me having to cut all my hair off. Mitch, it was probably shorter than yours. And then I just let it just grow, and I kept tapering the sides. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, why did I put a relaxer in my hair? And so I started extending my clients' relaxers. Some of them went natural. Some of them just went with getting their relaxers done about every 3 months instead of getting them done every 6 to 8 weeks, and started really seeing the hair start to have more thickness to it. And people started to embrace their actual natural texture. So
good.
That's
now
it.
Now you educate people on it. Now you're informing people of the knots and what not to do. I love it. KNOT, the KNOT part of it. So Miss D, so many people have been so interested in signing up for your class and have signed up for your class already. the gray? What chose you? Because you teach all phases from blondes to reds. What is it that you chose to do for gray hair?
Well, what made me decide to do classes on gray hair is because most of the time when you go to seminars or shows, they never speak on gray hair. And that is something you're going to always have come in your salon, especially after COVID. After COVID, so many people couldn't get their hair color. They had a lot of gray that they were working with. And I know lots of times people don't get the correct coverage on gray. So I want to show you what you need to do to go in to make that gray cover. Show if you want to make it blend or you want to get complete coverage. Also, some of the women during the COVID time, their gray came in and they liked it, but it just wasn't as much. It was just a little bit too much for them. So the technique of gray reduction, which is something we don't hear about a whole lot, is very easy, quick technique that you can do where you just reduce the amount of gray that's in the hair, but still leaving the gray that gives them both of the best worlds. The gray, or even it can isolate a certain area. Like if they have a spot in the front, there's a gray spot, and you don't want to go in and color all that hair dark. Because it just kind of not blends in. You can go in and do the gray minimizing and have that to blend, but still have it to stand out. And also, like I said before, a lot of our mature women are trying to cover that gray and cover it proper, but our younger ladies are trying to achieve that gray. And gray is not actually a very easy color to achieve. To be honest, it was also for me. Because I struggle with getting that gray sometimes. And I figured if I'm teaching the class, you're going to better learn on that, girl. So I'm going to actually go in and we're going to show you how to achieve a gray. And it made me study more and look at gray more and look at how I can manipulate it and what I need to do. And also, again, to know how to charge for it, because a lot of times we don't charge when it comes to color. What we need to charge for color, and color is actually an extremely high end ticket in your salon if you are charging that high end ticket, if you demand it. So I figured everybody needs a little bit of help in the gray, but not only just in the gray, but showing them how to make the ticket to receive, to get the gray and to get your money where you need it to be with the gray.
I love it. Yeah. So in between this, so Destiny, this is your first year with us in Columbia, South Carolina. I can say these ladies, not only are they with the Impact team, they've been behind the scenes with POC. Now they are on the stage, educating so eloquently, like they know how to do. So with the first day, I'm just going to mention this. That's our blue and white mix. It's called an MIM. And that's where we come in and we have a good time. And you was like, I cannot wait to see people. I cannot wait to just get out in the house and just, visit. So that's where we're going to go in with our mixer. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have food. We're going to have our hostess of the mostest that's going to be there. We're definitely going to have some tents and some games, different things that we can play on the outside, and of course, some amazing food. And so now, after we do that Friday event, we go into the inside and we go into what women want and sip and say and mind, body, and balance. Now, this is a forum that we're going to sit back, enjoy, sip on some wine, and just really talk about the industry. And one thing I like what you said about the transparency. That is a word that I've been using lately, because a person needs to know, I've struggled with this.
Yes.
I couldn't find my balance here. Oh, I lost this, but I gained this. So that's where we are all coming in together with the whole, mind, body, and balance and sip and say, because we got to get that balance together. The balance of family and the finances, as well as our relationship with God. Okay, so that's where we're going to go in. And hello, Miss Sierra, how are you? So we're going to bring Miss Sierra up in a few minutes, because this is the Silk Queen coming all the way from Chicago, Chi-Town. She's going to be bringing in some cold weather. Hope not. We don't need that.
No, ma'am. It's going to be hot this weekend.
We don't need nothing else, because we already talking about the pool party. So tell a little bit about who you are, and Sierra, some of the things that you're going to be bringing to Mpulse Simmit.
Well, good evening, everyone. I am the one and only Sierra Chantel, all the way from the Chicagoland area by way of Gary, Indiana. I'm from that windy city, so I'm going to bring you that flavor from the north all the way down to the south. And like Miss Mitch said, I am your silk press goddess, your queen, your invent all. I am the one that's going to take you to the next level and give you a step up from your basic silk press all the way to the meat silk press. So I'm going to bring to you all my signature, and I'm going to teach the chemistry behind hair, the chemistry behind silking out the hair, making sure that you keep the integrity of the hair without losing that curl pattern, without giving your clients any heat damage, understanding the difference between heat damage and heat memory. I'm also going to tell you all the rights and the wrongs, your professional tools, the do's and the don'ts, as well as your products. Your products is key behind knowing the chemistry behind giving you a bouncy, shine, out this world, next level silk press. So come to my class at Mpulse Simmit so you can learn how to do that signature meek.
You think you can do this? Oh, okay.
I may be with you though. I was thinking about it.
So we are so excited. So Destiny, again, all three of these ladies are not only been behind the scene, in front of the scene, they POCs, and now again they're reaching the stars with being on the stage. And I'm so proud of each and every one. Now we're going into Saturday after we have the Mind Body Bass. We start with you, Destiny, early in the morning. That power breakfast, and we talked about that, the breakfast of champions with our elite educators, such as Damian Burrs, such as Kendra Ward. We have yourself that's going to be there, Charles King that's going to be there. So we are excited about every person that's going to be there early that morning, and Mr. Lee Oliver that's going to be joining us as well. And everybody know Lee, the financial guy, the gentleman that's going to be coming in from behind the scenes. So he's going to be at this power breakfast. And a lot of times we're talking about opening schools. Oh, also, let me not forget Trey Trims. That's going to be there with credit repair. So how important is it for people to be not on time, but before time for the power breakfast?
You're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. And if you want something, you got to get up early. You got to get up early. You got to get there, because what I plan to bring is, some people may wonder, and this I think may be the first event that I'm at where I get to share the story of how I got to the point with the beauty schools. You don't want to miss it. Okay? It's super important. That's where that transparency is going to come in, from zero to hero. Okay, you don't want to. Sometimes it takes you losing it all to gain it all back and more.
But I think like the other day we was on a live, and Nikki Smith said it best. This is a time when everybody is just laying it on the line. It's no, oh, she got 60,000, she got 20,000, she got $10. No, if you have $10, I can show you how to make that $10 go into $10,000. And I can show you if your credit is this to go to this. And then I can show you, after you make this money, how to save it, how to find that proper building, how to find that proper salon to work in. That's why it's called the Breakfast of Champions, because it is where you bring, as they say, to the altar. We're going to take a collection plate up and say, listen, this is what I did. And you too can be that way. And I like what you're saying. So again, that is the Power Breakfast, the PPB that's going to be there. And then we go into none other than Pastor Major Jones. Look, everybody said the same thing. Powerhouse presentation. And we also have a young lady named Miss Tracy that's going to be joining us too for some special presentations for that morning. We have some other little, tidbits for that church. Mama Frenchie said, listen, are we going to ever get out of there before we go to class? We're going to have to, because God is already in the building. And when I tell you he's going to be in there, I'm telling about it. If you don't want to hear about him, I think you better stay home. Because again, he's going to be in the building. We already started praying over the building, and it's going to continue to go from there. After the Sunday morning worship service, we go into the classes with all of you ladies. And so again, if you want to know how to unlock gray, if you want to learn the T of the transition, if you want to learn about opening up your school and being certified in waxing, and if you want to learn about the silk, you will catch these ladies not just 2 times in your classes, but you're going to catch them at the power breakfast, the pool party. You're going to catch them all over in their classes. They have one on Sunday and Monday. So you're asking, am I going to miss Destiny Cox's class? No, you won't. It's because you're going to see her all over the place, because she has 2 classes and then a certified class. So you're not going to miss her as well with anything. And I see on the feed, Mario said, I cannot wait to take Miss Destiny's class. So he is excited about taking your class. Definitely. So after that, we go into cream and green. We talked a little bit about off the scene about the cream and the green. All right. So, you know, all of us partake in the cream and green, but I'm gonna just let everybody just tell a little testimony. Sierra, what about you?
Oh, the cream and green. Oh my God. The last time that we were actually in person, the cream and green was y'all off the chain. Everyone who presented was amazing, but I give kudos and more kudos to my Impact family. The way that everything started to the way we ended with the band to the way we just partied all night. Everybody looked so polished, so beautiful, so handsome, well groomed. It was amazing. It was definitely a party of the stylists, of the celebrity stylists, because that's what we are,
Yes.
stars. It was to die for. It was amazing. I'm so excited.
So, you know, Destiny, you can't talk about it yet to, you know, to this year. So, Miss, go ahead on, Miss Marsha. Tell a little bit about it. You said I'm rubbing it in. I'm rubbing it in.
You're rubbing it in. Yes, it was amazing. It was, I mean, because we did a full production, like Sierra said, the band, even the presentations, like the people that were doing the hair on stage and just their costumes, just everything was just so well done, and everyone looked so nice. I mean, because we get to see each other, you know, like in our t-shirts and jeans and stuff whenever we are going to hair shows and whatnot. But whenever we get to dress up and step out, and all of us coordinating at the same time, it's just something special about it. So yeah, you don't want to miss that cream and green. And it's all shades of green because money is green.
That's it. And when it fades out, it still spins. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes.
It becomes mint green. All right. D, what?
From the mint.
Well, I'm a big fan of the movie Wiz, and all I think about is you want to be seen in green. Everybody came to the green and cream party, making sure that they were going to be seen. I mean, they were right from head to toe, from the flow to the dough. So when you come, you're going to have to come right, because it was just amazing to see everybody dressed up and to see everybody just complimenting each other and just partying and just having a good time. It was just an amazing atmosphere. But like I said, everybody wanted to be seen in green. And they came and they brought us. So y'all get that cream and green ready, because it's gonna be a scene.
So look, Mario said it was the bomb. Miss Francis said it was dope. And then Natasha Frimpern said everyone was beautiful in that cream and green. So listen, that's just some testimony. So Destiny, you got some challenge on you right now.
I'm working. I saw you share again.
That's it.
I don't want no any old boutique. I want the boutique.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So in between that time, we had some amazing artists that performed last year. I mean, 2019. I keep saying last year. 2019, some really good from all over South Carolina. Consuela Mackey right here in Tampa, Florida. St. Pete, excuse me. She performed. And this year we're going to be having Jerome Dumonte, David Torrey, and Dave Ray. And when I tell you, they are going to bring the heat to cream and green. So I am so elated about it. I am so excited. I've been putting my stuff in alterations and getting it ready. I need it all day.
Too.
So we are excited about the cream and green. So that's definitely going to be an extraordinary event. We have the hostess of the mostest, Mr. Chris Bond and Miss Tamika Jones. Those two together are going to be double trouble. She Reigns Supreme is going to be there, you know, making sure everything run just right. So again, we have different special sponsors. Basic Hair Care is one of our special elite sponsors for this. Also, Northwest Mutual. But then we also have exhibitors. All of you all will be talking about different people that's going to be there. But, you know, I want them to put it back up again. The different people that you're going to see there. We have lock specialists there. Young lady that has her own lock shampoo. Her and her son developed it in her kitchen, and now they have taken it to a whole nother level. So we have exhibitors from Peak Glam Divas. If you name it, from different accessories, we have Beyond Drinks that's going to help you shrink the drink. I mean, I have some of that. I bought some of that at the last event. and I didn't want to leave mine. I didn't want to take it with me on the airplane. So we have different types of brandy that's going to be there. Visionary Silk. We have Miss Nikki Smith that's going to be there as exhibitors. All of you all have a table that's going to be doing that. BJM Hair Revival is going to be there, and many more. Drink to Shrink is what it's called, right? Everything Desmond with the candles. I'm excited about that because not only he has candles, but he has a signature Mpulse Summit candle that he made just for Mpulse Summit. So y'all know I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of them, right?
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, that means it's gonna be more money.
More money.
Give me some, all right? So we definitely excited about every person that's gonna be there. You're gonna see accessories, products, tools. Again, Edward is gonna be there with UT Enterprise. He's going to be there with so many different products. So I'm excited about it. We do have opportunities for you to be there. We have opportunity for you to be at the general admission, which is our family reunion rate. Or if you just want to do classes only, it is $199. Now, again, if you have the VIP, you have everything. We feed you at the pool party, right? And the food was what? Amazing. This year we have vegan style on down, and we have a whole section set up just for different ones. So again, my cousin Tasha and Jason, they are not playing the radio at all with the food, and my uncle, they are not laying. They laying at all the stops. Okay. So then after that, we have some wine by Blackberry Charisma. That's right. We have wine being catered in for us. So we are excited about that. And then we come into our cream and green. We feed you at breakfast. So as long as you staying with us, we got you. Okay. If you checking in, we coming in on Friday. So Saturday morning, we got you if you're there. We got you Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And if you leave Tuesday, we got you then. All right. So if you're talking about breakfast the whole weekend, along with the cream and green, we feed you there. It's only one time that you got to feed yourself. And even the DoubleTree what? Cookies. Everybody had to lead in with that.
The devil.
I'm looking for the cookies.
Yeah, listen.
When I
Every time you stopped at the front, they did not mind giving you as many as you want. That's the problem. You didn't just get right. We got stacked right. That was people dinner, lunch, supper, the whole nine. So you will get your swag bag. You will get some special goodies. And I'm going to tell you right now, we are stretching beyond stretching. With She Reigns Supreme, we are really going in and putting everything on the table. We are giving you the whole nines. And when you walk into the building, you're going to feel it. From swag bags, from the front door to the back, to we even have Natasha that's going to be doing an amazing array of balloon artistry throughout the whole place. And I don't want to give it all away, but I don't want y'all to miss it out at all. So make sure you go to impulsesummit.com to register. It's called Stretch. Stretch yourself. I'm telling you, I told them today I was stretched, tested, and tried, but I passed the test.
What?
I passed the test, okay? That's it. You want paper or plastic, baby? I chose
all right,
paper.
all right.
There you go. There you go.
So if there's any words at the end that we want to say about encouraging people to come, what would it be? I'm going to start with you, Miss Sierra.
Why not come? That's the question. Why not come? If you are in this industry, whether you are starting out, whether you have been in it for a couple of years, whether you have been in it for, you're a veteran, whether you're a platinum member, this is something you definitely want to be at. One thing about our profession, we are practicing our profession, meaning we constantly need to learn new techniques. We constantly need to grow. We constantly need to push our minds. There is so much that we need to learn. We are a business first, then we are stylists. So you definitely want to come to Mpulse, get the business side, make sure you learn some new techniques, purchase some things while you're here to take back home. You don't want to miss it. To miss it, you just gonna minus yourself out. So Mpulse is a plus. If you don't come, you're gonna minus. So just plus yourself into the Mpulse. Go ahead and check your pulse. Check your pulse.
Ms. Marsha?
Well, I know that our cup's running over because we educate all the time. And so we're here to fill your cups up. Your cup is not almost empty, it's almost full. So come and get your cup to overflow by coming to Impulse Summit, because we're going to keep putting stuff in your cup, in your box, in your bag, so that whenever you go back home, you have some things to pull out that bag in order to help you to strive on into 2022. So don't miss Impulse Summit 2021. You would do yourself a disadvantage.
Exactly. Miss D?
Well, my whole thing is, even though we have over 50 educators, you're not only going to be educated by the people in the classroom who are educating, you're going to be educated by the other cosmetologists who are in the room and in the house. The kind of spirit the Impulse brings in are people who share, not just the educators who share, but the attendees who share. You're going to have so many years of knowledge in one place under one roof, so many brains to pick. Again, not just the ones who are standing in that class, but the ones who are attending also under one roof for one purpose, for one goal. So this is the time for what I call, this is fertile ground. This is a place for everybody to grow. So if you cannot get it at Impulse Summit, you're not going to be able to get it anywhere else, because the people who are going to be there, the spirit that is there, the experience is going to be something that's going to follow you throughout the years and days to come. So come and join everybody and add your spirit, add your goals, and add your will into what we know that God has for us that weekend at Post Simba in Columbia, South Carolina. It's a must that you be there, because again, it's not just about the people who are there educating. It's about the people who are attending and the spirit that they're going to bring also. And think about it. You're going to be sitting to somebody who might have been in the business for 15 years and can tell you something. They might not be teaching that class, but they still got something to give you. There's something to give you everywhere, all around, at all times. And it's just waiting on you to come. Just waiting on you to take your seat. We got your seat right beside us. Come on, sit on down. Come on down, y'all, as they say.
Well, before Ms. Desi go, I want to read some of the comments. Mario said, it's been a long time since I had a chance to come and learn. I'm so excited, and I'll be rocking the VIP. Yes, he will. He is going to be in VIP because he's been behind the table. Now he's going to be in the seat. So I'm excited about him. Miss Frances Roach is also in VIP. She said, I'm just going to sit in the lobby before y'all get there. She said, LOL, and I need to soak it all in. Exactly. I cannot wait. She is one of our prayer partners. She's been holding it down. Pray over all of the elite educators. We pray over the building every morning, 6:45 a.m. We've been doing it for years, and we're not stopping. So I'm so grateful for her. And she said the cookies. And then we have Miss Kira says time to stretch. And Natasha said everyone was beautiful at the cream and green. And I also seen one more person say it is time to stretch as well. Miss Rhonda. And as Dee said, Rhonda was the one that was sitting in the seats. And now she's behind the scene. You never know who you're going to sit. I've never met Rhonda before Impulse Summit until she came. And now she is a part of us in Mikiko. I'm so happy about her because she stretched out. She's another one of our prayer partners. So I'm telling you, this is a faith-based assignment. Faith-based assignment. I'm telling you, God is not going to leave us nor forsake us on anything we're doing. And we're on the right track because I'm going to show you this video in a little bit. Miss Yolanda said, check your post right. Miss Destiny, what is it you want to tell people to the reason why they have no choice but to come to Impulse Summit?
I really believe that, sometimes we could be isolated, and there has not been an event of this magnitude in, I know, the last 2 years. You need to get around some like-minded professionals. You need a push. I believe that these elite educators, and this event is ordained. Why? For one, I'm in it. I'm a part of it. God has really released me to move into this arena, and I'm super excited. We know about surviving, but now let's move into the point of let's thrive. Let's get in a place of preparation to you will experience a place I've never seen that before. You ever heard of that place? We can do that. The beauty industry is one that we survived, but also we thrived. We shot forward. We launched out, but come and let us show you how to launch out as well. Whatever issues that you're having, there's someone there that has had some experience that can take you over to the other side. So I'm super excited. I love the faith component, and I would not be here without like-minded professionals like you pushing me. You guys inspire me, and I'm just looking forward to seeing everyone there. And I want to meet everybody, and thank you again for having me.
Well, you're going to see me in your class getting certified. So bless you and the team, Mitch. You are all amazing individuals. I'm grateful to be a part of such an amazing family. And we are so grateful to have you, Francis. So grateful. So I just want you to know this, confirmation, the word confirmation. Just this morning, I asked God to show me something, and he showed me the story of David and how David was chosen, right? When he was supposed to follow Saul, but he ended up following God. And God said, I'm looking for the right mind, the right heart, a heart like mine. That's what Mpulse Simmit is about. Looking for a heart like ours, looking for that heart that's going to put the favor of other people first before themselves. That's what it's about. Put aside, I always tell people, if you got any problems, leave it there. Amen. But bring your things to us so that we can help put it back together, because we're broken. And we got to be put back to peace. So you never know who you're going to touch. You think you're going to touch the elite educators, but guess what? You might touch us and change our mindset and change who we are. You never know, because we're going through something, but it's never too late. It's never too late to come back again and again. And I always tell people, I don't die, I multiply. So you're going to see me somewhere else doing something, bouncing around it, because we want you to get it. And that's what it's about. So with this video that we're about to show you, it's another confirmation that when God gave us the word stretch, when he woke me up out my sleep and said, that is the name of the summit this year, because it was make room, it was reveal, and now it's what? Stretch. So this right here is a confirmation from me to everyone else to let us know we on the right track.
And so in order to do this, Moses went as high as he could go, and then he stretched as far as he could stretch, and he raised up his hand and looked like a fool. Moses stretched forth his rod, and the Lord told me to tell you, because this is a high level warfare, you're going to have to stretch. You're going to have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to stretch. You're going to have to stretch in a way that doesn't even look like you're doing what you're doing, and it doesn't look effective, and it doesn't look like you're in the battle. And some people are saying you're a turncoat, that you went up on the mountain when you should have been down there fighting with the people. But you know what you're doing. You're going to have to stretch forth your rod. Moses is interceding. This is intercession. This is what's going to break the yoke. When you take them cute earrings off and get down on your face and start saying, devil, you can't have my house, the blood is against you. When you go back to your grandmama's stuff and get you some good old anointed oil and start anointing your doorposts and start anointing your bed and start anointing your children into sleep, I know it looks stupid, but sometimes you got to stretch to get the breakthrough that you need. Is there anybody in here that remembers the old-fashioned power of the Holy Ghost? This is the time you're going to have to go into warfare. You're going to have to get up out the bed and pray for them kids before you send them to school. They're going into all kind of stuff. Anoint them with oil, cover them with the blood, plead the blood, and wear a mask. Do everything you can do. You got to fight high and you got to fight low.
No, I don't know about y'all, but if that was confirmation.
Amen. That was
confirmation right there. So we are ready to stretch. Bring somebody with you that you know need to stretch. If you know somebody need to be there, just simply email us. Let's try to get them there, because it's important for us to know that they are going to be in the building to witness what God is going to do and witness God stretching us. So you already said, take your cute earrings off and understand this. He's all through the building already.
That's right.
And we bringing them with us. It's confirmation time. So again, MPULSC SUMMIT for all of your needs. Again, make sure you see all of your exhibitors that's going to be there. Thank you, Basic Hair Care, being a proud sponsor, as well as Northwest Mutual, as well as Blackberry Charisma, and all of you ladies, thank y'all so much for taking out the time to be with this evening. Again, bring somebody along and stretch with no limits and no boundaries. Let's go.
Yes.
That felt good.
Right.
Right?
Stretching you to me.
Soon, 10 days.
5 years later in the morning again. Man, I think I'm born to win. Me growth, that's the oxymoron. Need a bus, I bought a drop the tour on. Was what I saw on. You thinking I ain't hot, you so wrong.
We're gonna be dancing at the cream and cream.
Goes on. Long list of hits and it goes on. I wake up and I don't even feel like a star. And then I'm getting $1 million a bar. Indeed, I need not take no lie. Man, y'all gonna make me cry. It's kinda eerie when you hear me. Your head stand up. Been a change of plan, rip your old plan up. Instead of hating, help me lift the big man up. Hold up, show them.